Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Hunnyplantz. Welcome back to those who have been here before, and welcome to those who are new to my channel. This channel is all about houseplants, and I also throw in a little bit about my outdoor garden, meaning my vegetables and sometimes my flowers. So today's video is going to be about my plants that are out on my front porch. I hope you stick around and enjoy this video. Alright, so this first plant that I have out on my front porch is my Euphorbia rubrans, I think is what it's called. And this plant was a rescue that I got from Lowe's, from their clearance section. And it seems to be enjoying its time out here on the front porch. It does have some new growth here at the top and some new leaves. Looking at this part here, it looks like there's a part here that is kind of shriveling. I will take that off so it doesn't affect the rest of the plant, but for the most part it's doing well out on the front porch. And this plant here is my crown of thorns plant, and it has gone through a lot of changes. Right now it is recovering from our trip when we were on vacation, and it got a little dried out. I did bring it inside the house so it wouldn't get too bad, but it's really been a trooper. Problems that it has had, like getting too dry. I have a small cactus that I got when I was on vacation, and this is just recently potted up in this face planter. And here I have this is an Adenium obesum, and I am definitely not an expert when it comes to this plant. It had leaves on it. The leaves have fallen off multiple times. Looks like it has a few new leaves that are trying to grow there and some new blooms. And yes, it has already bloomed. So I'm just in the leave it alone mode for this plant right now, because it seems like I may have been doing too much and trying to water it a little bit too much. I know that it is a desert plant because it's called desert rose, but apparently the little watering I was doing may have been too much. Alright, moving on. This is my blue agave plant that I got 2 years ago from the beach, and a lady, one of the shopkeepers on Hatteras Island, gave me this plant that is a pup from her large agave plant. And back here I have, this is my plant. You may, if you watch my other videos, you may have seen that I just potted this plant up and staked it, and now that I did that, it has some new leaves. So this is one of the night blooming cacti plants that gets the really large beautiful blooms that only last for a night. So it seems to be appreciative of the support that I gave it. And here is my gloxinia, and I'm going to get down a little so you can see the blooms. This gloxinia was given to me as one leaf, and I do have several plants of this now. It is similar to an African violet, where it will form a bulb at the end of, at the base of the stem or petiole, if you place that leaf in water, and it will give you the ability to grow a new plant from that. So this is called gloxinia, and this one right now is in need of water. I have to water it almost every day out here on the porch. Alright, and now moving on. This is my Aglaonema, and I'm not sure of the variety, but this plant is doing very well out here on my front porch. You can see it has some new growth there, and every time it gets one of the blooms on it that's kind of similar to the blooms that peace lilies get, I pinch those off because they don't really look like anything to me, and I want the plant to grow new leaves. So it is it's doing very well, and I'm pleased with its progress. And it was very wide, so I went ahead and put a Velcro around it to make sure that it was more upright, because I don't have that much space. All right, now back here, this is my new Hoya australis plant that I got when I was at the beach. I used to have one this size that grew out to a massive size, and then it, I don't know if it got a pest or what, but it died. So I'm starting all over with this variety of Hoya australis. And then this is a calancho plant that I got at one of our local grocery stores for like $1. And it is blooming for the second time, so it's enjoying its time out here. Look at those beautiful blooms. And my ghost euphorbia plant is here. It is finally, after I think 2 years of basically no progress, it is making progress now. I did recently put it in a bigger pot, and it's first time living outside. So look at all that nice beautiful pink new growth. It's doing well. Beside it, there is a variegated euphorbia, and to be honest, I don't really see any progress with this plant right now, but it's not declining either. So I think it just might take a while to get established because it is new to me. Like I have had it like a couple months. Now this is my Rojo Congo, and it's getting a little bit too much sun, I think, out here. This porch gets morning sun, but I'm still satisfied with how it looks. It's still very healthy, and it actually is a Birkin that reverted, so you can still see the Birkin portion of the plant down in there. And so it's enjoying, it's growing. It has a new leaf here. And then in the corner here, I have one of my snake plants that is out here in recovery mode on the porch. It has a lot of new snake babies coming up, and I am notorious for killing snake plants, so I'm glad that it is enjoying its time outside. Now let me back up a little bit so you can see my fiddle leaf fig tree. This is Fig, and she is really a large plant. I've had since probably around 2016 or 17, and you can see I need to put this plant in a position so it can sit upright, because it's kind of leaning out toward the light, but it is doing well. It goes outside every summer, and it does burn sometimes when it's outside, when it first gets outside, but it does a pretty good job of recovering. I'm going to get down here on the ground so you can see it from a different angle. So there's my fig, and then you can see my rickrat cactus. And I'm just hoping that this plant will bloom for me one day. It does have really good growth. You can see it has lots of aerial roots. It has new growth on it. It also had a bird's nest in it for a short period of time this year. Some doves made a nest in there. Now moving down, this is my golem jade. Zoom in a little. There we go, or zoom out. So that's my golem jade plant. And then I have a couple of domino cactus here. And this one just finished blooming. This one looks like it has a new baby right there popping out. And then I'm not sure the variety of this cactus, but it has bloomed some small pink blooms before. earlier in the year. And this plant here is my Ripsalis paradoxica, and it's growing a lot out here. And this is Cissus quadrangularis, and it really is a fast grower. This plant was very small when I got it, and since it's been outside, it has really grown a lot. I don't know the name of this cactus, but it has a baby that is growing since it's been outside. The baby has increased in size. This is my Stapelia gigantea, which is a kind of starfish cactus, and you can see it has a bloom that is forming. It looks like there's another small bloom down in there, but I'm not sure if it's going to produce one, and maybe a couple more blooms there. And then another small propagation of a I think it's some kind of cactus that I had in propagation, and it's looking kind of weak at this point. So all right, so I am going to get down off the porch and then show you the other few plants that are on the ground. All right, from this angle you can see my rubber trees, and I'll get down and show you. And this one is my Ficus rubra, or Ficus ruby, and it's recovering from abuse and neglect. It was in the house, not doing very well, kind of behind the front door. And now, as you can see, it is recovering. It has branches coming from the bottom, and it also has some offshoots from the main stem. So it's recovering on both of these stalks. I think it's just going to take a while. Now this is Bubba the Rubber, my giant burgundy rubber tree. And let me get out here so you can see it from a different angle. So this rubber tree started off as sitting in my kitchen window. It was really small, and now you can see it is large. This year has been different for this tree because when I bought it out, it really suffered a lot of scorched leaves, most of which I've taken off. So it has recovered and it is growing new leaves. However, it's just had a harder time, which is now making me wonder if next year I'm going to bring this plant out at all, because it's already pretty large. So and then you can see down at the bottom it has some offshoots that are beautiful and help to fill the pot out. So and also, if you're interested, these are limelight hydrangea trees, and right now where I am in the Shenandoah Valley, we are in a drought. So this hydrangea tree and this one are I guess they're growing differently because of the drought. This plant is behind. You can see it is growing some new blooms there, or its first blooms of the season, but it is way behind schedule, because this one here is in full bloom already, and I really think it has to do with the drought. All right, so anyway, this concludes my video of my porch plants. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel and share it and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to leave comments of what plants you have out on your porch. Bye.